Hello everybody, Jim Glover, that branding guy, for another installment of Once a Day Marketing where business takes shape. And we wanted to remind you again of the reason for this blog. We hope to encourage you to market every single day. And we hope by the end of the year, if you've been following us, that your business is going to be a lot further along. So that is our goal, to be your coach, to work with you. Kind of think about it as a fitness center, where if you don't show up at the gym, those abs aren't going to be quite as firm as they would be if you were working out every day. So again, that's what we're trying to do here at Once a Day Marketing. Well, today is Strategic Tuesday. We do strategy every single Tuesday. And what we try to do is help you outthink your competition. We want you to really get into your vision, your mission, your objectives, your goals, and your action plan, so that when you implement on Action Wednesday, you'll be able to start really defending your position in the marketplace and maybe gobbling up some marketplace along the way. So today's episode, if you will, is called Time to Market, and it's really a double entendre. It means it is time for you to market, and by applying the tools that we're sharing with you, your time to market, the time it will take you to get your product to market, to penetrate, to create awareness, and to have customers react and purchase your product, should hopefully be much shorter. So I know that you make a lot of things in your life a priority. Let's kind of go through the list. I know that you make work a priority. You show up every day, you do your job, and it's just something that you naturally do. You don't even think about it. The alarm clock goes off, you go to work, you come home. So you've been able to get that into your schedule. Then also, I imagine you have somewhat of a social life. You get out and you see friends, you spend time with your family, you try to enjoy yourself on the weekends and the evenings and so forth. And so you've set aside some time for that. And if you're like me, you like to get out and work out, so I try to make it to the gym, make it to the running trails, at least 4, maybe 5 times a week, just so I can keep my body in shape, because I know as I get older I need that body in shape to be able to handle all sorts of things like doing marketing blogs. Now the question comes down to, are you setting aside time on your calendar to do marketing? And that's really what we're talking about today. How can you develop strategy? How can you implement? How can you beat your competition in the marketplace if you aren't marketing all the time? And again, our goal is to assist you in that process, and that's what we wanted to talk to you today about, is just making sure that you put time on your calendar to market each day. Okay, so now we've got you thinking about marketing, and we've got you thinking about marketing every day. That is our goal. Now we know you can't do that every day, but if at least it's a goal, then you're going to get closer than if you don't go after it at all. And so now you have to make the personal commitment, and you have to figure out when you're going to market every day. Now, I'm a morning person, so I love to get up and just dive into things. So I do a lot of my creative thinking, a lot of my strategy, a lot of my marketing in the morning. You may not be a morning person. You may be an afternoon person. You may be an evening person. So each individual is different, but you know yourself better than anyone. But the main thing is to actually sit down and pull up your calendar, whether it be electronic, whether it be paper, whatever it is, and write in there a period of time to market every single day. I think an hour would be enough, unless your job is nothing but marketing, then you need to be doing it all day long. But an hour a day, at least working towards that, following a little bit of my recommendations and then trying to implement on the other side, I think you'll get a lot done each and every day, each and every week, and of course by the end of the year. Well, I already know that you're making a commitment to marketing every day because you're already tuning into my daily blog. So I want to thank you for that. Come around tomorrow for Action Wednesday. And I'm Jim Glover, that branding guy for Once a Day Marketing. And I want to thank you again for tuning in. I want to encourage you to make comments. We want to improve our site all the time. I'd like for you to share our site with your friends. Please visit us on Facebook and give us a nice like there. And we will see you next time.